Once again, welcome to the online classes. Students, I hope that you liked my previous video that is based on lesson number 3. So today I am going to explain about evolution, how evolution takes place. There are this is the stages of evolution. First of all, if you see in the left side, that is the apes, later that primitive man, later that Homo habilis, later that Homo erectus, later that Homo sapien, there who is the intelligent human being in this stage of evolution, and we are the Homo sapiens. Okay. So next, in this, if I want to tell about any sarcasm, that they are telling that go back, we messed up everything, means we human beings, modern human beings, we are ourselves called as Homo sapiens, we ruin what our whole nature. So this is my last video that I have uploaded on this YouTube, and I have get enormous love of the viewers. Okay, I hope that this video also liked by you, and I hope that if you didn't subscribe my channel, YouTube channel yet, please subscribe my channel and please press the bell icon to get interesting and educational videos time to time. Thank you. Please subscribe my channel. So in this evolution, if anyone we can survive, then only we could continue our life, otherwise we cannot survive on this. What is the survive means uh, to live life in difficult situations. Adaptation, we have to adapt our life, cope up with the nature, then only we can survive on this. Otherwise, dinosaurs also the biggest animal on this world, those are also extinct. So in this chapter we are going to explain about three those points are the concept of evolution, the stages of evolution of animal and apes. First of all, we are going towards the concept of evolution. The word evolution is generally understood to mean gradual and continuous change. What is the meaning of that? There is adaptation slowly. It is a continuous process. It is not the process that happened in one day or 1 week or 1 month. It will be continue for years and years, crores of years. Evolution in the plant and animal world can be explained in the following manner: in the process of survival by adapting to environmental changes, certain internal physical changes to adapt. Okay, who is he? He is one of the greatest person. Okay, that told about evolution theory. He is nothing but Charles Darwin. FRS, FRGS, FLS, FJS was an English naturalist, geologist, and biologist, best known for his contribution to the science of evolution. Underline this thing, that science of evolution. He mainly thought that if we didn't use any part of our body, then if it is useless, then for after a long journey, in continuous process, it will be removed. His position that all species of life have descended over time from common ancestors is now widely accepted. What is the meaning of this sentence? That in our Hindi, one of the phrase is there, that is मुर्गा पहले कि अंडा पहले. तो ये जो साहब है चार्ल्स डार्विन, इन्होंने बताया है कि अंडा पहले है, ठीक है, बाद में मुर्गी आई है. यानी अंडा जो एक ही है, लेकिन उसमें से जो पैदा होने वाले स्पेसिस है उसके कैरेक्टरिस्टिक डिफरेंट डिफरेंट है. यानी अंडा एक ही है, उसमें से कॉक भी निकल सकता है, उसमें पिकॉक भी निकल सकता है. वो एक दिन में है क्या? नहीं, इट्स अ कंटिन्यूअस प्रोसेस. आफ्टर अ लैक ऑफ ईयर्स, आफ्टर करोड्स ऑफ ईयर्स, इट विल हैपन, and considered a fundamental concept in science born on. So you can see it's his information. He is British person of survival by adapting the to environmental changes. Certain internal physical changes occur in some animal of species. That only I told you that. ये अभी क्वेश्चन ख़त्म ही हो जाएगा कि मुर्गा पहले है या अंडा पहले है. ये जो सेंटेंस है इस पर से यही प्रूव होता है कि जो अंडा है, ठीक है, अंडा एक ही होता है लेकिन उसमें से बॉर्न होने वाले जो स्पेसिस है वो किसी का भी हो सकता है, जैसे कॉक, पिकॉक और अदर बर्ड्स इन द नेचर. ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम दीज इंटरनल चेंजेस बिकम इनहेरिटेड. इनहेरिटेड यानी क्या, अपने एंसिस्टर से जो भी गुण मिलते हैं उससे अलग गुण भी हमें प्राप्त होते हैं. कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स सीन all following generations, thus a new species with characteristic different from original may be created. जैसे हमारे दादा है, परदादा है, उनमें जो क्वालिटी थी वो दादा में 80% आते हैं या फिर 100% भी आ सकते हैं, लेकिन उससे अलग भी कुछ जो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स होते हैं वो आ सकते हैं. सच, so this is one of the fossil that they have found in excavation. So these are the causes of extinction. If you see in the right side, the human being is going to be hunt, lack of genetic diversity, lack of food, invasion of other species. Invasion means what? अगर सांप खत्म हो गया और चूहे ज़्यादा हो गए तो इनका भी, इससे भी क्या होता है, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा फूड नष्ट हो जाता है और वो एक्सटिंक्शन की तरफ जाते हैं. लेटर दैट एस्टोराइड स्ट्राइक्स, क्लाइमेट चेंज, better adaptation, competition. Okay, so this is these and diseases also, these are some causes of extinction. And another causes also there, that is tornado, later that famine means drought conditions, and later that firewood. Okay, wood fire, we can say that in Marathi we can call it vanva. So these are the different species of various species of dinosaurs, you can see that. And how much big they were, enormous in size, but they could not adapted in our nature, so they could extinct. So impact of climate change, climate change is the important thing on our earth. It could be affected rainfall patterns, surface temperature, cyclones, coastlines changes. Coastline means if the border of any ocean will be disturbed, then whatever the water level will be, it will be increased, and it came into the society also. Area of human beings, water level, food productivity, forest cover, desertification of land. Now Marathwada is the reason. Okay, scientists are predicting that after 100 or 200 years, okay, Marathwada will be the deserted area. So it will not happen. So we have to try for that. Our government should try for that. A species is usually more evolved than the original one. Sometimes the original species dies out of become extinct. Sometimes more than one species evolve from the original species. That only the egg is same, but whatever the species will be there came out from that egg. Okay, take birth from that. It will be different. That only they are telling that. The first scientist to give the systematic explanation of the concept of evolution was Charles Darwin, as I told you that. Okay, so these are the species they could extinct from this earth because they didn't adapt towards the nature, they didn't cope up with the nature. Cope up means what? We have to make comfort with other. If we go to our job, if we go to the school, if we go in the class also, we have to manage, we have to comfort with other students. Like that only we have to cope up with the nature. If any climate changes will be there, the ones that cannot do become extinct in the process of evolution. In ancient times there were many species or type of animals called dinosaurs. That is, dino means terrible and saurus means lizard. That is, dinosaurs means terrible lizard. Whatever now our house lizard is there, it is the as descendant of that biggest dinosaur. Okay, look at the size of that dinosaur and look at the size of our house lizard, then you come to know that okay, whatever our size will be there, it will be decrease in future or maybe increase also. Some of these dinosaurs were enormous in size. It appears that these species of enormous dinosaurs suddenly became extinct. Some sudden natural disasters or environmental changes is believed to be responsible for their extinction. So I have already told you that what are the causes of extinction. Those are, okay, man hunting, diseases, what we call climate changes, invasion of other species. These are the some reasons of extinction. It is believed that some species two-legged and winged dinosaur evolved into the birds only. So this is the skeleton of dinosaur. Okay, if you see that there are no wings to this dinosaur, but if we can imagine with wings, then it will be in this way. It's a reconstructed picture of dinosaur with wings. So these are the fossils of dinosaur. If you see, okay, they clearly it will be seen. Next point we are going to start, that is stages of evolution of animal. I want to show you one of the picture that before starting reading. So this is the theory of well evolution. If we go from upside, if we come from upside to downside, then first of all it is the land animal, but it is comfort that we have to go from the water animal. Okay, in the previous lesson only we have already learned that the species unicellular organism first found in the water only. So we may go from downside to upside. If we go from downside, the land water animals, okay, they slowly converted their form into the other form, second form, third form, fourth form is look like one of the crocodile is one of the amphibian, okay, who can live in the water and on the land as well as. So in the same way, later that crocodile, one of the mouse like structure is there, and later that one of the tiger zebra like structure is there. So these are the evolution theory of the whale. So I could read this. The stages of evolution, we have learnt in the previous lesson that life on the earth began with the unicellular organism known as protozoa. Okay, these unicellular organisms gave rise to multicellular living things. The multicellular organism evolved gradually, continuously. Various classes of plants and animals came into the being. So, whatever the living thing is there, it first started in the water only from the unicellular organism. हमें ये बहुत ही अच्छे से समझना चाहिए, जो हमारे स्पेसिस हमारे आजू बाजू में दिख रहे लिविंग थिंग्स, ठीक है, वो उसमें का जो अंश है कभी हमारे में भी था, ऐसा चार्ल्स डार्विन का कहना है, और उन्होंने सिद्ध करके भी ठीक है, प्रूव करके भी बताया है. द फॉलोइंग्स आर द स्टेजेस ऑफ इवोल्यूशन ऑफ एनिमल्स. विच आर दोज? दीज आर, okay, first Homo apes, later that Homo habilis, Homo erectus, later that Homo sapien, and Homo sapiens sapiens. So these are the invertebrates. If you see that, if we have backbone, if we take our hand to the back side, there is one of the longest chain of bones are there, that is backbone. We can call it vertebra also, cervical vertebrae, 36, 39 something will be there. Animals without a backbone are called invertebrates, for example a snail. These are the vertebrates, okay, who has their backbone. Animals which have backbone are called vertebrates. Look at the ones given below. Aquatic animals, that is fish. Vertebrates, that is animal which have a backbone, are called vertebrates. Look at the picture, okay. Later that, this is the classification. You can take its what we call screenshot, and you can read that, okay. Vertebrates and invertebrates. Vertebrates have two types, that is warm blooded and cold blooded. Cold blooded fish, reptiles and amphibians who could live in the water, and warm blooded animals who could survive on the land, okay. With latter that invertebrates with jointed legs, those are with three legs and three pairs of legs, okay. And without legs, those are earthworm, no, fluke worm, leech, tapeworm, like this, okay. In that also two types are there, worm like and not worm like, okay. So these are imaginary, what we can so these are the imaginary pictures, okay. On the basis of their fossils we could recreate that, reconstruct it. That is diplodocus, ankylosaurus, that is apatosaurus, and Siberian tooth tiger. These are the vertebrates. Those are fish, bird, reptiles, amphibians, and mammals. Water animals are there. You can see that so many are there. Later that this is the amphibian animals which live water and also on land, as well as not and as well as on land. For example, frog, those are the amphibians. These are the amphibians and reptiles. Some examples are there. Reptiles means what? Which walks or runs closely towards the earth, that can crawl. Those are the reptiles. These are the names of the birds. From the reptiles or amphibians, the land animals created, and from the land animals, birds were created. Okay, so these are the stages of evolution. Reptiles, an animal crawl. Crawl means what? Which can walk closely towards the earth. Okay, which can crawl. For the example, snake, it will be there. Now reptiles: snake, alligator, lizard, turtle, chameleon. These are what? These are the some examples of reptiles. Now mammals, we human beings also mammals. So mammals are nothing but there are two things are there. Speciality of that, they can give directly birth to their a young one, and before give directly birth to their young one, they could the baby survived in their womb. Okay, WOMB, worm. Worm means what? In the stomach, in their stomach. So these are the species, those are mammals, and they suckle their babies. Mammals are the most evolved animals among the vertebrates. The following are characteristic of most of the animals. That is, first characteristic is the growth of baby in the mother's womb means stomach, for some time before the birth. And second characteristic is the baby is fed on the mother's milk, okay, sometimes after the birth. Okay, this is the platypus, that is one of the exception for this mammal group. It lay eggs and it suckles its baby. Suckle means what? It feed its baby. It gives milks after the birth, and it doesn't take. Okay, it's carry its baby in the womb. WOMB, womb. It directly give eggs. A platypus, some of the species anteaters exception. Okay, they are considered mammal they because even though they lay eggs, they suckle their young ones. It means they lay eggs, वो अंडे देते हैं. ओके, दीज आर द एक्सेप्शंस. व्हाट आर द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक? एक तो कैरेक्टर है एनिमल्स का, और दूसरा कैरेक्टर है मैमल्स का. एनिमल्स का कैरेक्टर क्या है? यानी दूसरे जो पक्षी वगैरह है वो अब अंडे देते हैं. वैसे ही एंटीटर और प्लेटिपस जो है अंडे देते हैं, लेकिन उनके बेबी को आफ्टर द बर्थ दे सकल देयर, उनके बेबीज़ को वो दूध वगैरह पिलाते हैं अपने बॉडी का. these are the anteaters. Okay, actual picture it will be there. So these are also okay. If you see clearly that, then its baby is on its back. Okay, apes, this is the last point of this. I hope that you could understand these 2 points, and later that third point. Apes are somewhat like humans in appearance. Okay, they mostly lived on the trees. Those species of apes which continue to live on the trees retain their original ape like form. पहले तो एप जो है वो ट्री पे रहते थे, लेकिन जब ट्री का खाना पूरा ख़त्म हो गया तब उनको ऐसा लगा कि हमें ट्री से नीचे उतरना चाहिए, और बाद में उनको ऐसा लगा कि उन्हें अभी नीचे के जो टू लिम्स है, लोअर लिम्स, उन पे चलना चाहिए और हाथों से जो है कुछ पकड़ के काम करना चाहिए. तभी जो है लैक्स ऑफ ईयर्स के बाद उनका प्रोसेस वैसा हुआ. ओके, आई हैव ऑलरेडी शोन यू द पिक्चर ऑफ इवोल्यूशन ऑफ ह्यूमन बीइंग. So however, in grasslands some ape species were forced to move around the ground. These are the species. These species evolved gradually, okay, and in time gave rise to the human species. This happened first on the African continent. The first human species is called primitive man. Okay, he is not ape or nor homo habilis, the first stage of evolution. He is primitive man. Primitive means what? The first. In the next lesson, we shall learn more about the evolution of the human species. So this one is there. Okay, these are the apes. These are not primitive man. Whatever its heads is there, it is too much big. If you see the primitive man, its head is not too much big. It is look like human being only. Okay, but the body, whole body is covered with what the hair. So I hope that you could understand this. Having any doubts, you can ask, you can message me. So I hope that, like the last video, you will give support to me. And who didn't subscribe my channel, it's my humble request that you could subscribe my YouTube channel and press the bell icon, that you could get interesting and educational videos time to time. Thank you, my dear students. Thank you.